If you've just joined us, you're watching Newslink on DSTV channel 403. Now, the Human Rights Commission is stepping in to help the victims of the Enyobeni tavern tragedy, or at least the family of the victims. It's offering support to families who chose to take legal action against those involved. Authorities are now investigating methanol poisoning as a possible cause of the 21 deaths. Let's get more now from SAHRC's Dr. Eileen Carter. Dr. Eileen, good morning and thank you very much for your time. You know, it's still honestly heartbreaking what these parents had to go through and continue to go through, with there still being no further clarity beyond the revelation from doctors that there was methanol found in these children's body. We understand, though, that you're looking to offer some sort of assistance. Talk to us about this.
Morning, Fundo. Morning to the viewers. Yes, I think you've touched a very important thing, and most singularly, the trauma that these families have had to go through. And from our investigation and from our engagement with them, it does appear that a lot of them have not even received counseling since this tragedy occurred. So number one, and in the interim, the Human Rights Commission is trying to step in and see whether we can quickly source them a form of counseling through our partners in the area to at least relieve some form of trauma and also allow them to debrief.
It's very important that you mention counseling, because some people take it for granted, because we've been hearing a number of families as we continue to report on a number of tragedies across the country. We keep hearing family members saying our healing process will begin once the perpetrators have been brought to book, or once a perpetrator looks me in the eye and apologizes. And unfortunately, sometimes they're never found or brought to book or found guilty. So do you think there is some sort of a danger if we attach our healing process to events outside of our control?
Well, I would not like to venture into that discipline too much, but I do think that a lack of closure is what we are looking at. There has been arrests in these issues and on this matter specifically, and that has been done in terms of the contravention of the Liquor Act. So surely there will be more issues that will be unearthed and more criminal acts that will be unearthed potentially. And that is where the Human Rights Commission also wants to come in, not only from a criminal oversight point of view, but from a civil litigation point of view. And that is what we've done. We've reached out to the families to indicate that should they need support and wish to undertake civil litigation against the potential perpetrators and stakeholders in this matter, that we will offer them the support that is required.
So it's only when they've indicated, none have indicated that they want to take civil litigation or go that route?
No, they've certainly indicated that they are on board. We should not, though, preempt any step. We should also respect the law enforcement agencies to conduct and conclude their own investigation. But that does not mean that we're not going to run a parallel process. We are already engaging with our legal stakeholders and our legal fraternity. We are already putting in place measures to ascertain where potential liability may have laid. I mean, as President Ramaphosa has indicated during the funeral, he very expressly said, there is, however, blame to be laid, and ours is to support the families should they wish to pursue this route civilly and in terms of civil litigation.
No, your role is honestly very important right now, because one can only imagine how isolated they feel. They know what they've gone through, they've lost, but they don't know who to blame at this point, because that process takes its own time. It's a legal process and there are investigations to be conducted. So really, I think you have come in as that saving grace to at least start their healing process, whatever time the police may take, and at least assist them with civil litigation, like you say. And then insofar as perhaps aid that is monetary or food in some of these families, are you yet to perhaps start a process of ascertaining beyond the counseling and legal assistance what else they would need? Are you yet to ascertain that?
I think we are in constant engagement with the families. We even have a WhatsApp group so that we can have direct contact with them. If there are needs that are expressed, we can certainly call onto our stakeholders to provide the necessary support. But for now, our aim is to indicate to them and to call them to the table to say that should they wish to come on board with the process that we are proposing and the process that we are going to lead and lend support to, they're welcome to do so. And as I've indicated, several of them have indicated that this would be an avenue that they wish to explore. But let's not preempt the process yet, Mfundo. I think there's still a lot of water to go to the ocean before we're going to institute any action. For now, we will allow them to grieve. We will allow them to take the time they need. But when they're ready to come to the table, the Human Rights Commission is ready to provide the support.
All right. Commendable effort, though, nonetheless. Thank you very much. That was Dr. Eileen Carter from the Human Rights Commission in the Eastern Cape.